we were thrilled here in St. Louis, rooting you on during the FIDE Grand Swiss. And again, if you don't mind me saying, for us, it felt like you were one game away from potentially becoming a candidate.
Yeah, the Grand Swiss was my best event till date. I finished with the performance rating of 28, and this is
fantastic.
This is quite high for me.
For anybody, actually.
But I mean, honestly, I expected something like this for a while now. I've been training very rigorously for the past year and a half, 2 years, and I think the main thing that changed, let's say from juniors to now, let's say like this sudden shift, was that the good thing with my training is that like it helps, but the negative part is that it's like very painful. So I think as of now, I'm like embracing the pain a little bit more. And so, and the other nice thing is that, let's say with my training, it's all like say based on like practical games and so on. So like whenever I go play, let's say like when I had these games I played many top players in Grand Swiss. Like I played Abdusatorov, I played Giri, I played Gukesh, Prague, and so on.
Fantastic.
And I felt like in those games, since I'd taken let's say all the pain at home, calculating every variation at the game, I felt a lot more relaxed. And let's say the difficulty level for me, like during those games, I felt like 1/4 of what I was doing in my training. So it was quite nice.
So it feels like you kind of shifted a gear. You're in a different gear now.
Definitely. Actually, adding on to like regarding the Grand Swiss, you're absolutely right. I was one game away from getting to the candidates. I had the highest tiebreak score, and what hurt me was my game against Abdusatorov. Like there was a brief moment where I was winning. I'm not saying it was easy at all, but it was a very complicated win which I'd missed, and this is the kind of stuff that I train on, and hopefully with some more training I'll be able to reach to the level where I think I should be.
I guess I had a lot of thoughts in my brain going into the last round, like what could happen, but I tried to kind of get rid of it before the game, but then I guess I couldn't really pull out a win, but I tried my best, so I was really glad that I could have a really strong team.
You know, being in contention in the last round, you know,
I wanted to get to that.
You know, I was really, you know, I beat Yagis.
You're one game away
from the candidates, right?
Exactly.
You know, being in the Grand Swiss itself is such a difficult tournament to qualify because you have all the best players in the world, only 2 make it, and you know, it's tie breaks. For example, at some point I had my average rating, my first tiebreak was 2668.4. Okay. And Anish and Keimer were at 2668.1. So if I was 0.1 more,
and I tie breaks.
If I had 0.1 more on my average and I made a draw, I could have qualified. But you know, so all these little tie breaks were getting into my head. I was like, why couldn't I just have 0.1 more? You know, why couldn't I just have 0.1 more, and then maybe I could draw? So, you know, it was a very unfortunate moment in the last round where I have black. I'm playing the most solid player in the world. I have to win, right? It was already. But you know, the way I beat Prague, I was very happy. You know, I feel like I'm improving, I'm getting better.
Yeah, I think it might not have been as close as advertised, because I saw online there's all these statisticians doing the calculations with 2 rounds to go. And I think with 3 rounds to go, because of my tiebreak situation, I was sitting at 0.0%, could not go lower. So I was like, you know, guys, like, you know, why they have to calculate it out that way? It was a lovely tournament. I think for me, just getting able to travel and have fun and play these games, for me, I don't really ask for that much more. So I think it was just an enjoyable experience to be able to be there. And the candidates didn't factor that much into it, honestly. Yeah, I think I actually was winning in the last round game, and so that there was a bit of regret there. I'm not sure I would have wanted to play, but I did miss out on $50,000. So, you know, my mom was like, "Man, what are you doing?" The bar was all the way down there, like,
come on, son.
So, you know, but yeah, it was lovely, and it's glad to see all the support over here. Yeah, everyone is amazing, and I think all of them that performed so well there, and now we're all competing here, so it'll be good to see what happens.